We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by... We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Fighting off the defender. And another broken tackle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to set the tone. And if I'm that defensive player, not only did I set the tone, I'm telling them about it. The whole way back to the huddle. We got plenty more where that came from. Hey, QB, you want to run? Keep coming back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're going to run it. It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open.
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Right down the middle. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown Sooners! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ott. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Under fire. And a sack. All the way back at the 5.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Flying out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wolverine! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. On the ground, it's Haynes. Finding an escape route. On to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get...
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He fires to the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On the move. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch called for and made. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Ott. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Oh, out of space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now.
Kearney on the Jets. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Running to Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He breaks a tackle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chain. Thrust that arm out.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the move, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running to the left. Lots of running room. Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy that you can give the ball that can make such big plays? It makes play calling fun. It makes offense fun. Everything's built off of this, but when you can block it up front and give the ball to a speedster that can fly down the field, offense is a heck of a lot of fun.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Black 18! Black 18! Set!
They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Gets it to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Power football with the run. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it up to 30. There he goes. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Wide open spaces. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, the ball squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Michigan. Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He's loose. Bust through behind his pad. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Wolverines inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Slams ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Makes the grab. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yo. Yo. Hey, I ain't playing a silent football game now. Come on now. Hey. Yo.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster.
Ohio
It gets
State.
a little more intense, particularly
Yeah.
if that team across the field is a
Fucking
conference
gross.
rival. And that's exactly what we have.
Gonna make me fucking puke. I'm gonna puke.
Welcome to the home
Disgusting
of the Ohio
team.
State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old
And you better turn off Heartbreak Radio and start turning on some hype music or something. Get yourself out of that headspace.
Taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Nobody want to see Brutus. Get him off my fucking screen. Brutus the bum. Over here in the shoe.
Buckeyes will get us started with the opening
Only shoe you
kickoff.
better see is a whole boot to ass. Hold on, I gotta pause. I gotta do some adjustments.
That ball skips through the end.
Adjustments. I don't think I played Ohio State yet, to be honest. They probably has. You're gonna give him a saving chance, I guess, but fucking trash. Hold on, I'm almost done. Almost done. Just peep this last game. Had a whole ass superstar linebacker that wasn't even playing in the sub. Fuck's wrong with me? Alright, I'm ready. Go blue. Oh shit. My food's done. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Hey, KK, I read the chat, bro. I hope you can hear me. I'm making food. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Go ahead and get you some bowl dock ramen. Go ahead and make you some dumplings. Oh, yeah. Oh, and he paused it, too. What a guy. What a fucking guy, I tell you what. This guy, Kideth UK. Kid Tholomew. You need to get a mic. Those Xbox mics are hella cheap, though. I think they plug right into the controller or something. Like Bobby Flay over here. Gotta cook all this fucking water off because I couldn't strain it well. Kidding. Killing me. Now you going through your heartbreak. Now I want you to mic up. Now I'm pissed off. Trying to get you out of this headspace, brother. I see you typing in the chat. You better not be yelling at me. Why are you barking at me? Tell me when you're ready. Fixing the depth chart. Hey, listen, man. You can't fix Ohio State. They're shit. They always will be shit. You better go off, look through, say, damn, this team's ass. I really should want Michigan. But guess what? That ain't never going to happen. So I got my squad. We're fucking here. We're about to win some football games. We're about to vibe on this little exhibition shit here. A little exhibition vibe. About to try hella new plays. Oh shit. This is about to be a time. Kids, hey, who's Forrest? Is that your first name? Hey. Better start tagging you in the chat. Say, hey, go. All right, Kid Few. Kind of pissed off you can't talk. But I guess I'm going to be rocking. I'm going to be vibing. You ready? You ready? You ready? Let's get it on. Oh, he hears me now. Oh. He's like, shut. Oh, fucking flag. Oh, my God. 2 flags. Oh, you accepted the first one. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Killing me.
Dropping back, it's Underwood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Quickly out to the tight end.
All right. 2nd and 10. I'll take it. All right, let's rock. Clear.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field. See the tight end.
Oh, you mother...
It's not a big game. Makes life really
Come on now, Bryce. You ain't going to get rattled when you go to the shoe, but we played Ann Arbor this year. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, my God. Everybody's got snowflakes because they're fucking soft.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Turn around. Huh? Give me that. 6'5". 6'5". My boy 6'5". He big body. That's a big body.
Early in the game, but defensively, you know you have to tackle the catch.
Look at that highlight reel.
He is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
Oh, that a pure away. Here, look at that. Give me that.
Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much.
I don't know who the fuck was on him, but he just never be out there again, bro.
Now, I know
Listen.
that completion isn't a touchdown.
Listen.
It's not a deep play.
You better have a pointer on him.
How about the strong hand?
My man's can run.
Receiver making that catch. He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Ready, set up! Whoa, almost got you, almost got you, almost got you. Ready, set up!
A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to
Hey,
the
man,
line of scrimmage.
don't hit Bryce Underwood like that. You're gonna have to fight.
Fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself.
Yo,
And this one will be
you get caught in another block, Bryce, I swear to God.
Offense calls a timeout here.
I swear to God.
Important to make sure they have the right
That's
play
2 touchdowns, Kid K.
Everyone on
That's
the
2.
page here.
Kid, it's you.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking.
Oh, there's nobody there. Touchdown. Come on now, bro.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, he just told that corner he smells bad. So the game just started. Why you ain't shower, bro? No deodorant.
It is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
Let's see. All right, where's number 4? There he is.
Shem Beckler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State.
Going for a big play right off the bat.
Yep. All right, cool. Now we can play defense.
Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The defense uses their second.
Oh, that's crazy. That was off the back foot, too.
Their act together. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake.
That's dead. Come on, bro.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Off play action. Now adjusting. Snagged out of the air.
How did you complete? That's crazy.
Will take them
Now
inside
that's
the
crazy.
10-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill
Oh,
it,
my
you
God.
practice it. This
Derek
offense
Moore, you
needs to
better
be
get back
dialed
there
in,
next
needs
time.
to be in rhythm,
Hit him
needs to
anyway.
execute on this 3rd down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Sayin.
Give me that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize.
You didn't expect that quarterback spy, did you? Gotcha.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that
Oh, let's go,
one off.
Bryce. Let's go.
Baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Let's go, let's go.
Wants to go up top.
Oh, shit. Oh, why didn't I juke? I keep forgetting we can juke. His big ass wouldn't have got me.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making the play.
3rd and 12. Great.
Dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Oh, damn.
And the return
The
man
40
couldn't get
oh.
to it to make the catch.
Max
Ball
power.
bounce out of bounds.
He's got a mega leg in Dynasty,
From the 46.
but he doesn't take penalties for big kicks.
To the air, it's Sayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wants to fire on second down.
Oh!
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back.
Yeah. Punt that football. Yeah. Oh.
Stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
He said, fuck league rules.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
I wasn't ready. I thought we were playing league rules. I should have called him out. Yo, how the fuck do I turn this?
That was just as simple as...
There's got to be a setting. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Entering settings screen, you have
Just
29
help me.
options.
I don't need help.
Option is set to office
Help.
selected.
Catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's McCulley. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hester.
Oh, they gave you that, kid, if you.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking.
The whole shoe is rocking. What the fuck?
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
I hit the pitch button because I thought that guy was going to be able to catch it. Joke's on me. He can't.
Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big
That's
lick.
what I get.
The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive.
Got the
Tell
ball.
him it's
I think
30.
I did.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
Yeah, run away from that big hit and safety.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain.
Listen, he's going to get him.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense.
Every single throw out there would have been a pick six.
Makes the quarterback hold the football.
That D lineman did you a favor.
He wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Yo, why does it keep doing this?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires into the end zone.
Oh, too much time in the pocket. Too much time. Canacorn. Canacorn.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out.
We have 0 viewers. 0. Nobody's watching this shit.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
They're gonna not watch Michigan or Ohio State. It's fucked up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that,
Take the free first. I'll take the free first.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. QB draw. He's gonna
Nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Backfield again. He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the other
In the shoe.
positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop.
How will you respond?
Hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
With a first down. That's how I'll respond.
For a big gainer to the 43. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry up.
Whitey! Whitey's out of it!
Looking to pass. It's Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
Rifles one deep
Oh,
down the
yeah.
right side. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Oh, get me in the end zone!
Excellent pass by the back.
Home sweet home!
Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow,
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
In this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field,
How will you
he can
respond?
get it done, and he can answer
Forrest?
the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Force!
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this
All right,
country.
where's number
In-state
4?
Rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Just
Hit the lineman.
able to make
Don't
the
do that.
connection. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use.
Oh, wait.
To the air, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left
Give me that.
side.
Give me that. They use it. 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 They use it.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the house.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes
Oh,
a
that
catch
didn't
right
work.
in the middle of the danger zone.
That didn't work.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's
Oh,
on
and
the same
timeout.
page for this big down.
Oh, and timeout.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Forced out of the pocket.
Oh.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
No.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one
All right,
bounces
Bryce.
through the end zone, and it'll be a
39 seconds. In the shoe.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh, yeah.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help.
Encroachment.
Right now, they do not have the
Don't do
answer
that.
for this guy.
First down.
That was kind of trash.
After the penalty.
You didn't even do that. Let's go, Bryce.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here's the
Throw it away.
Pressure's there, and he lets
Throw it away.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell.
Oh, one quarterback hit. There they are, right back at it.
Closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Let's go get him, Mounts. First down. Let's go.
Nice run there. Picks up a few
All
and
right.
force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field. And then
Leader new set it down. I was rattled.
You could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making.
Oh, he threw a red. He threw a red. That wasn't you. That wasn't a user pick. It's a fucking lie. He threw a red. He threw a duck.
One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. There's a hit. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets him to the 36.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Finds his tight end.
Something going on with these adjustments. Because every fucking time I got to keep touching these things.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target.
What's going on with these?
Yep,
I got to stop.
Exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart.
Oh!
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start.
Where'd he come from?
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. You can get to the quarterback and affect them. We all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer.
Now we can't catch the ball because it's loud? Oh. Ain't that some shit.
First down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Oh, I was just trying to step up in the pocket.
Down
That's all I was trying to do.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly.
What?
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field.
That's illegal.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first.
Hey, why did that change again? There's something wrong with this.
Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Klein. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it and I start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Got the quick pass. Turning on the Jets. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first...
And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to buy time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined. Right? The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
To throw, it's Underwood. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it.
Give the ball!
Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, break out the oxygen.
That was the most video game shit ever.
What a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged.
I don't know why my zones keep changing around. And the fucking settings change again. Yo, there's got to be something that's fucking going on. Every time, bro. Every time you got a big play, something in my settings fucking up. What's going on?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about
again, bro.
Hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
What is going
Defense
on?
rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And some room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football. And the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Trying to power it in. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking to pass. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. And throws out the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense. Great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play. Try to tie this football game up.
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. of the gun, the inside kid. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He wants a big play here late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. And the kick is going to miss to the left. Hooked it. No good. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came in.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Eakin. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Back to pass, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And he got... Mack, just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. He makes a catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Throw. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll lose yardage. Play loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore more to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The snap sets up the throw. And he's done it! Touchdown, Ducks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moore to the air. He wants to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Moore will throw. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on him. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under fire. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Offense in an empty set. Moore to the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. There he goes. Touchdown Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Attack! Touchdown, Red Raiders! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in the game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden, all the momentum is back on their side.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Morton. Going over the top. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. There's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Morton. The sweet feet buy a little time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You're down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage, everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got room to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback just missed it. Incomplete. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Hokies! They put the first points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. On the ground, it's Durham. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He lets one fly deep. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Drones. Got his man downfield. Smashes ahead. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
He's going to take off. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of the rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Picked off to stop the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Down across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Drones. He's got him down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. All all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hokies will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Drones. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. To get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see...
It's complete! Touchdown, Tiger! Once he got some room, it was over. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game. And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. timeouts, no backs. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Drones. Punts it out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll run the screen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Pass to 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Hokies want to move quickly.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking downfield. Already find a hole in that secondary. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Hokies in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown! What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Yo. People taking these games too seriously. I'm trying different playbooks and different plays, and people are all over the place, like holding onto the ball, calling timeouts and shit. Like, yo, what the f say, y'all treat this like this is a Super Bowl. Yeah. Hey, if they played half as good as that in the league, they might win some more games.